Hey everybody, it's your friend Jason Pound here answering the top questions asked by home sellers and investors in today's real estate market. Question we're tackling today, but my roof isn't 20 years old. It's an Oklahoma specific question. Many times people will get involved in a real estate transaction where they're selling their house, and during inspections, the buyer asks them for a new roof even though their house isn't 20 years old. What's up with that? Well, the short answer is in Oklahoma, because of our high winds, our extreme heat, and our extreme cold, literally one year we went from negative 12 degrees all the way to 103 degrees. Because of these extreme temperatures, roofs in Oklahoma tend to only last about 7 to 10 years. And if you're using a discount roofer, the roof is not going to be properly decked, it's not going to be properly flashed, and it's not going to be properly vented. And if your roof does not have enough vents in it, it's going to sit there in 100-degree temperatures day after day after day, just cooking, which causes the tar to melt and release your granules. And once you start losing your granules, you're basically losing your roof. That's the short answer. However, as usual, let me over-explain. When it comes to roofs in Oklahoma, we have to decide what type of insurance coverage we want. If any, sometimes we self-insure, but if you're required to have insurance on the property or you want to have insurance on the property, you can have actual cash value or you can have replacement cost. Actual cash value is where they calculate what is the age of the roof. They depreciate it for that many years, and then however many years are left on the policy, they will pay you a portion of that. So say your roof is from the early 2000s and it's going to cost, $20,000 to replace, and after depreciation, they're only going to cover 30%, and after your deductible, you're going to get a check for about $2,000, and you paid a deductible of $5,000. That's not a fun insurance policy to have. So if you have an old roof, that's the type of policy that the buyers of your house are going to get, and that's the type of policy they do not want. So they're going to ask you to replace the roof. The second type of policy that covers Oklahoma roofs are replacement costs, and that's what it sounds like. You have damage to your roof. If the roof's totaled out, it's completely replaced after paying your deductible. No questions asked. Knowing these are the two coverage models that the buyers of your house are going to have as options, realize before you place your home on the market, you should have an understanding of the condition of your roof or have your realtor's trusted roofer come and look at it. And the reason realtors work with the same roofers over and over is not because we're getting kickbacks. We don't, but because we know them, we like them, and they trust them. They don't sell roofs. They consult and they tell us the conditions of the roofs that they're looking at and what our options are as professionals. And that's why we like them. Typical condition that you'll see, a brand spanking new roof without granule loss and without storm damage. If you don't see a roof with storm damage, after about 7 years, you'll start seeing granule loss. You'll start seeing slick spots on the shingles. You'll start seeing the shiny spots on the edge of the shingles. Shingles will start curling and popping up or curling under. Obviously, storm damage, if it looks like a bunch of golf balls hit your roof or a bunch of shingles are missing. And then finally, if you go too long with granule loss and storm damage and don't file your claim, it will all accumulate to a preponderance of old age, and the roof is too old to file a claim and you're left holding the bag yourself. So if you have a $20,000 roof on your house and you know that the condition is poor, realize the buyers know the same information. And they're going to ask you to cover it, not them. Roofs are a part of the value of the house in Oklahoma. And as a result, they are part of the negotiating process. My name's Jason Pound with Jericho Pound Realty Group, Keller Williams, Mullenix, and Norman. We service the entire Oklahoma City metro area with hyperlocal expertise in South Oklahoma City, Moore, and Norman. If we can ever be of service, don't hesitate to reach out. In the meantime, peace out. Have a great life.